So, today we're going to be continuing my playthrough of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess via one of the PC ports known as Dusklight. I did my best, and I think I have fully solved the flickering issue from last time. That was also delaying the stream from happening when it was supposed to. I adjusted a number of things, but the final thing that I changed that seemed to fully fix it was changing the graphics API to DirectX 3D11 instead of DirectX 3D12, which I think it was defaulting to. So, for whatever that's worth, it seems to have fixed the issue of the screen flickering both on my end and on the output for y'all. It was obviously happening more often on my end, but it would have happened like several times by now, so I'm kind of banking on it not being an issue, and so we can actually play the game, which should be good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually overlay my monitor so that I'm not distracted by the preview. Do let me know, obviously, if there's any potential issues, but I just want to focus on playing the game and be as immersed as possible. Of course, as a reminder, we are playing on hero mode. Well, it's not really called hero mode in this case, but 2 times damage with no heart drops. And so hopefully the technical difficulties remain minimal. Obviously, this port is fairly new, but I think a lot of the problems are really stemming from the fact that I'm streaming it through OBS as opposed to it being an issue playing it on my own time. So don't necessarily let this deter you from checking it out yourself, because in all of my testing of playing, the opening hour and a half on my own time, like, I had 0 issues. Like, even with the 4K texture pack, which I did replace, in the instance that the mip mapping compatibility was, like, messed up, but it doesn't seem like that's actually the case. Alright, we might as well kill these guys, unlock as many fast travel points as we can prior to that ability. Or, well, actually, no, we get that ability in the Twilight Realm specifically, but I guess I mean, like, for later on. Why is the text doing? Adjust my mic position a little bit. Yeah. Right, and I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, it is here. It's North Farron Woods, because it's past the fog, right before you get to the bird shop. Right, and we warped outside of the Twilight. Right, because he can only warp in wolf form, but he can only be in wolf form when he's entered the Twilight, but I don't... Now I'm thinking about the lore implications in terms of, like, how is he not transforming back when he's outside the Twilight, though? There's got to be some distinction between, like, when he's transforming now versus when he gets when he's able to transform freely later on. And that, like, part of that is, like, the curse that Zant puts on him at the end of Lakebed. I have to look into this. I'm trying to, like, pay more, like, even closer attention to, like, the story and the lore and stuff like that this time around. Like, in a deeper manner than I've necessarily thought about it in the past. Ikuzo? There's not really much reason to, I was gonna say... I thought you could do the ending blow with wolf form, but I guess... not? Or maybe not on these enemies specifically. Just kind of ignore these guys. I will say the wolf combat is kind of the, you know, it's just has less going on, you know. Can't use items. But I do like the puzzle-like nature of fighting the Twilight beasts. And I think there's some interesting things that you have to do, like platforming-wise and whatnot, which is honestly pretty rare when it comes to Zelda. Nice. The hero who was transformed into a blue-eyed beast. Doesn't he have blue eyes prior to being transformed, though? In the realm of shadows in Twilight. This way. Nah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm a spirit of light, hero chosen by the gods. Look for my light, gather the light stolen by the shadows into this. Second vessel. The insects of darkness, they are the form taken by the evil that attaches itself to my scattered light. In the shadowy twilight, the shadow insects are invisible. Right. Yeah, there's some in here. I'm trying to remember the most efficient way to do this. Like, I figure doing the ones in here first probably makes the most sense. Yeah, it's off, okay. Everyone's saying, oh, this is the guy who said cripes earlier. I was like, they've got to be hiding somewhere, waiting for their helpless little prey to come out. Then they'll feast. We are safe as long as we remain in here, child. Be at ease. Oh yeah, I wonder if the monsters out there agree with you. They sure didn't seem impressed by my bombs. How long do you think we can hold this sanctuary against beasts that strong, huh? Once they attack, it's over. Oh, no, wait, that was still... what's his name? Barnabas? Barnes? Barnabas. Remember the lady from the general store? Just one of those things attacked her and a whole gang from town went to save her. And what happened? She was already gone, and there were 2 monsters waiting. You connecting the dots? That means that if we get attacked by them, then we'll be... Barnes! Shut the fuck up! I don't know if I ever realized that he laughed there. Look, Renato. All I mean to say is that it's risky here, too. And you got some place we can hide? There is a cellar. What? You've got a cellar? Where's the entrance, man? The entrance to the cellar is designed to open when all of the candles have been lit. I don't know why the lowercase g's look like that. I would not do that. When Father instructed me to secure the cellar, I saw insects like the beasts outside. Don't cry, Beth. It'll be okay. Link is coming to save us all. Where the fuck is Link? I can feel it. Well, if only they knew. Well, they will shortly, I guess, but yeah. Be right in front of someone and not be noticed at all. You were chosen by the gods, and only that kept you from turning into a spirit or worse, into a dark monster when you enter Twilight. No one knows what you've done. What I've done. Yeah. You may be doomed to toil in obscurity forever. You don't have to worry about everything, I can tell. But don't fret over Princess Zelda. She chose this state of affairs after all. What's up, Gustavo? Twilight Peak, indeed. What's with having to light these candles to get in the basement? Not very subtle, is it? Alright, let's get to it. Here's the stick. I always like lighting both sides, even though it's, like, kind of unnecessary. So you might have missed it, or you might have seen me try to start this stream a couple of times, but I was troubleshooting the flickering issue, and I seem to have figured it out. I am getting some, like, light stuttering here and there, but I would honestly prefer a little bit of frame rate stuttering to my monitor flickering constantly. I got him. But changing the graphics API to DirectX 3D 11 instead of 12 seemed to be the straw that broke the camel's back in terms of, like, fixes, because I changed a bunch of stuff, and that's always the frustrating thing too. It's like you change shit, and then you, like, finally find the actual solution, and it's like, do you ever remember to actually go back and adjust those settings back to where they were, aside from the thing that actually fully fixed it? The answer is usually no, but unless it causes other issues elsewhere, I don't really see a reason to be honest. What the hell? Dude, I don't remember these things being so hard to track down. Okay, yeah, that's the only one here. Obviously, there's other stuff to do here, later. Yeah, let's see here. Oh wait, maybe I should just enter from, yeah, that's how you enter this one. Nice. Now the real journey, yeah, the climbing Mount Doom. Right. Alright, that's the only one in here. Like, how do I get out of here again? Yeah. God, the sound design in this game is so fucking good. Like, I love the sounds these birds make, too. It's great. Oh wait, yeah, it's behind these crates, right? Or no, yeah, right, it's in here. Actual enemies. I don't know why it's not giving me the ending blow, finishing blow, or whatever they call it, option. Alright, am I capped out at 200? No, I'm not. Okay, good. Having more rupees like this really doesn't... Yeah, I don't think in the long run it really makes you that overpowered, to be honest. So I'm like chill with I'm chill with leaving the larger wallets thing enabled. Here's the second floor one. What I'm really looking for is I need the stick that you need to pick up. I think it's on the bottom floor, right? Isn't it down here somewhere? Or maybe it just is in this room and you have to carry it. Oh, I'm very... I don't want to say stupid, but, oh, I kind of wish that worked. Hello? Well, that kind of did work. Okay, it's just like a very precise, Oh, it's up here, I see. Okay, that only works if we're on the same plane, I see. I'm also, like, kind of experimenting with some movement and combat tech a little bit more than I normally would as well. Like, I'm trying to play the game at least, like, slightly differently than I usually would. And, you know, me figuring out... Because I don't think I've ever watched a speedrun of Twilight Princess. Whereas I have seen speedruns of, like, OOT and Majora. And Wind Waker, in fact. But what's it called? Okay, there's no more on this side. Oh, okay. I don't know how I didn't take fall damage from that, but we take those. Isn't there a hole in the side here? Or no, you take the... You climb up this way, that's what it is. But yeah, discovering, what's it called? Discovering for myself, I should say, the spin attack out of, like, jump attack and stuff like that. Like, those kind of techs, I think are quite cool, because I had no idea that that was, like, a thing in all of my years playing this game. Jump back out. Right. Wait, isn't there... No, there are ones up on Death Mountain, but I want to get the ones down here first so I don't have to backtrack. That's what it is. Although I guess I could always fast travel. Back to the teleport in front of the spring. You bitch. Gotcha. Oh yeah. This is always a cool set piece. I think you actually can die. I think I tested it the last time I streamed this. I think I actually purposefully died here. And I wonder if you can kill them before you do this, but this is just a free kill on the bugs that are in there, which is kind of fun. At least there were no people in there. That's for damn sure. All right. Just get this one at the top here, and then we can head to Death Mountain. That thing went flying, dude. You bitch. Alright, that should be all the ones in Kakariko. Is there like a short way down without me taking like a million fall damage? There's a chest over there? I'm taking the fall. Oh, does Wolflink just not take fall damage? Or am I, or was holding forward, like, does it cancel it kind of like rolling? I don't know if I've ever, really, like, tested that. Oh yeah, and then we can howl at the Howling Stone. Howl at the Howling Stone to unlock the second hidden technique. Or hidden skill, whatever it's called. Yeah, and I do like the callback to older, like, ocarina songs and stuff like that. It's a fun touch. Although I will say, being able to freely play the ocarina and like mess around with that, aside from just gameplay purposes, is something that I do miss. Like, I remember being very disappointed with the harp in Skyward Sword. It's kind of neat in its own right, but like, it's just kind of overly simple. But part of that is integrating the motion controls. Like, there's no way they could have made it more, well, I want to say there's no way they could have made it like as complex as one would want with those motion controls. In terms of like playing individual notes in certain orders and stuff. So like, it's just unfortunate. And I do like Skyward Sword, it's just, I think, oh right, there's one somewhere around here. Where are you? Ah. Gotcha. I think even since 2023, when I would have last played Skyward Sword, in fact, most of these games, because I think I finished up Majora like at the tail end of 22, and then did the remaining games leading up to Tears of the Kingdom's release. But what's it called? I think my interest in replaying Skyward Sword has like gone down since then. Again, I would have been willing to do it. And it's not saying that I never will want to do it, but it's like, you know, I would have been willing to do it if, similar to like what I said about Wind Waker last time, if the plan was to do all 4 or all 5 traditional 3D Zeldas, but because I'm kind of just doing this as a one-off, I feel a little bit less compelled, I think. Kill this one on its own. God, they take a lot longer to attack than I remember. Right, and I always wondered if you could get hit by this, what's gonna come up next. I'm actually ass. Oh, fuck me. Damn it. Gotcha. Just one more. Gotta wait for the steam. Bingo. Yeah, and this last one is just up here. Or no, it's actually up. I wonder, could you move fast enough to, like... So does the spikes, or the... I don't know what you would call it. The molten rock, like, spire, does the spire still appear? Even if you don't get the cutscene for it? It must, right? Or maybe... the cutscene happens when you go up there again later? I don't know if I've ever moved fast enough to actually do that. Verb. My name is Eldon. I am one of the light spirits of Hyrule. I am the spirit that guards these lands. O great hero chosen by the gods. The dark power you seek lies in the sacred grounds of the proud mountain dwellers. But already those grounds have been defiled, draped in shadow and seeded with evil. You must go to those sacred grounds and cleanse them. Nice. Epona time? Epona. Lonk. It's Link. No, it's Lunk. God fucking... just shoved on his face. Seabath? I told you Link would save us. You are the one from Ordon whom these children spoke of. We are well met. I am Renato, shaman of this town. And this... this is my daughter, Luda. Got him. The beast took us and left us to die, but Mr. Renato found us. At first I couldn't believe they had come from so distant a place as the Ordona province. Yeah, we don't remember much. All of a sudden everyone was captured, and then until now it's been like... a nightmare. Fucking Mallow. Yeah, it was like a terrible dream and we couldn't wake up. Nightmares are everywhere these days, it seems. This village has certainly seen its share of recent hardships. The dark beast attacked, but even worse was the sudden and inexplicable change in the mountain-dwelling Goron tribe. They had long been our friends, but suddenly treated us as foes. Even now they refuse to permit us entry into their minds. It strains the limits of belief to think that such a gentle and proud tribe could change so suddenly. It makes me wonder if something in the mines is the cause of this change. In any case, you must take these children and flee this village before the more nightmares descend. I, of course, cannot leave my village in such a time. There is no telling what may happen to us here. But it is my job to try to coax the Gorons back from their recent change of heart. Oh, right, I have to, like... Yeah, the cutscene doesn't proc... I thought it procced sooner. Booty boopy boo. Or maybe it's when I come back down? This is one of those... like, conveyance issue things, though. Because I'm pretty sure you can just try this until you're blue in the face, and just end up getting nowhere before realizing you have to leave and come back. Like, I remember as a kid, and maybe I was just being stupid, but like thinking that I did something wrong in terms of trying to stop this guy. Bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, like you can just try that until you literally game over. But I think you have to attempt it once. And then come back, and then Renato's like, you weak bitch. Go talk to, what's his name? Recognize only strength, a normal person can never persuade them. Unless... His name is Bo. You may know him as the mayor of your hometown, Ordon. Please go to him. And while you are there, please let him know the children are safe. Of course, getting back to them, getting them back would be best, but we could not keep them safe from the monsters on the road without... You're right. Return to Ordon and inform the parents, right. Yeah. And now the Epona cutscene when I approach the spring over here. Yeah. Right, yeah, and then we get the showdown with King Bulblin, too. This shit's pretty hype. I do find the jousting mechanics a little on the unreliable side, but if I can get it first try, it won't be so bad. Little QTE event here. Pretty easy though. Epona. Not too shabby a wrangler after all. Won't this make getting back to your town a lot easier? Now go finish the errand. Yeah. Okay. I don't have bombs. I will need... I'm trying to remember how you get the bomb back. No, you get bombs more so for Lake Bed, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh god. Oh, Mr. Postman. Why does the horseback combat feel better than Skyrim's? 5 years prior is crazy. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Wait, I can take Epona all the way back, can't I? Yeah. You just can't take her deeper in the woods, that's what it is. I forget what's faster. It's probably less efficient to run out of spurs, I would imagine. That's kind of my guess, like my game design, like, intuition. Oh, right, we can get, this thing, though. This is the shield attack. Yeah. We meet again. You have a little more of the look of a little clunky there. You have a little more of the look of a hero than you did before. Do you feel ready to earn your next skill? No, I don't. Very well. But before we begin, I must test you to ensure it right. Hit the ending blow. The shield attack. Probably one of the lesser exciting ones, but it is necessary for, like, Helm Splitter and stuff like that, of course. I don't know why I hesitated there. I pressed X instead of B. Yeah, but once I have the Master Sword, I can just use that instead. What was it about Skyward Sword that you didn't like? I think I didn't really have a problem with the, like, technical aspects of the motion controls like a lot of people did, but I do think that it influenced a lot of the design when it came to, like, mundane things in kind of a negative way. I kind of liked it in terms of swordplay, and, like, bomb bowling is kind of fun too, but it's really mostly that, but even then Skyward Sword HD does away with that stuff. I think a lot of the back and forth, like, there's a lot more backtracking I find in Skyward Sword than this game. Or rather, the backtracking is much more tedious, just because flying around is kind of slow, and, like, you have to fly, like, the zones aren't connected, so, like, when you fly over and you drop down in a zone, it's like you have to, like, leave and then drop back down to fast travel to another point, or you have to leave, fly over to the other drop point to go to the other area. It's like a lot of kind of tedious design in that regard. Not too unlike Wind Waker, but I feel like a lot of Wind Waker's tedium in regards to, like, backtracking and stuff is more so the Triforce quest at the end. I just find traversal in Wind Waker kind of boring, whereas in Skyward Sword it's tedious. I guess in Wind Waker you could call it tedious if, you know, you're playing the original game and you're redirecting the wind every single time you need to change direction, but, like, you can usually just set it one way and go a straight shot. But yeah, and I think I'm trying to think of, like, what else there might be. I think that's really the main thing. And plus, people talk about the intro to this game being long. I feel like Skyward Sword is much worse, and I feel like the first dungeon of Skyward Sword is not as good of a payoff, I think, for that longer intro. I might be grasping at straws a little bit. I'm having a little bit of a hard time, like, thinking if there's anything more, but yeah, I just think it's the design of the sky and, like, how you, like, traversal just being a pain in the ass. And, you know, people point to this game's Hyrule Field as being, like, barren, and like, it definitely is barren. There's really not much going on, but, like, it's like I talked about last time. you're never in Hyrule Field for very long, though. And then you do unlock, like, very convenient fast travel. Like, actually being able to go, like, a number of different points in each area. And those fast travel points are earned as well. So, you know. I don't find, like... Because for City in the Sky, like, one of the last dungeons in this game, you do have to, like, jump around a bit. But, like, it's pretty painless. They mark your map. You can fast travel over, like, pretty close. I guess the main thing would be, like, if you didn't repair one of the bridges, maybe? But the fact that you can do that is very cool. So don't keep it waiting, lad. Oh yeah, Ilia isn't with them at this time, right? Because she's in Castletown. What's that now, boy? Timmy's stuck in a well. I see, so Renato told you that. Well, it's true, I did defeat the Gorons in a contest of strength. I do kind of wish you could do the sumo stuff. I do wish you could do this later on in the game, like just for fun or something. At least I don't think you can. Like it's just kind of a one-off, or well, two-off, I guess, kind of mini game. And this is kind of a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. Like dodge beats charge, charge beats slap, and slap beats move or something. It's something like that. Sumo! Oh! His pecs are like collapsing in on themselves because of the textures. Okay, yeah, grab beats slap. Dodge beats... I don't know. Maybe it's less of a direct rock, paper, scissors thing, and it is more of a... I just literally slapped him out of the ring. That's good shit. Is he gonna put on the iron boots? No. Also, nice fucking crack shot there. This is always funny when you get in a slap fight with them, though. Shit, I'm ass. Shit. Get off me. Okay, at least I gained ground again. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. I usually kind of brute force this stuff, because of course I do, but, okay, nice. Fuck. Damn it. Got him. Fuck yeah. There's not a whole lot going on with this, but I kind of find it fun. These Gorons are made of rock. No, the secret to beating the Gorons is locked away in that chest. See, a lesser game would be like, the key to beating them is locked in this chest. Now go do these errands for me, and then I'll give you them. But no. If you're fixing to fight a Goron, be sure to wear those boots. Hell yeah. Is there anything else in here? I kind of don't think so. Can't even roll. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. I can't inform the parents of their kids missing. You don't have to do this, but it is kind of nice to do that, though. Link. Yeah, no, it is very left field, though, for sure. I like never go in these houses. Yeah, the announcer's pretty great too, yeah. Doggo. Hello, pup. Hello, pup. Oh god. Is that Gino? You never see this NPC unless you enter this house. It's crazy. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm taking your dog with me. Never mind. Do you only hear that track in that house too? Or is it... Does that play in more of the houses? Like Russell... Wait, no, Russell... Is he in here? Or is he already, like, out in the woods? Yeah, no, he's searching. Right, right, right. Two more. Oh, it's locked. Well, that's their house, I think. And well, right, because this is the shop, whereas that's the house. I get it now. Okay. I don't know. Should I get lantern oil? Wrong button. I mean, I could refill the lantern. I'd have to get rid of my fairy, which isn't the worst thing ever, but... Also, I'm not really gonna need the lantern very much, I don't think. So I'm not too concerned about it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I could get the piece of heart. I'm one off. Can I do the piece of heart for the goats? If I can do that now, I'll take the extra heart. Link. Okay, maybe I can't do this just yet, but the postman's in there, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if you can't do this until the kids are returned. but I will try talking to him on Epona and just see. Oh shit, stop. Okay, yeah. Go, goddammit, get the fuck out of my way. Okay, the turning is actually working the way that I would like it to. Fuck. I'm gonna chase these guys around. Turn the beat around. No, why are you going that way, you dumb fuck? Jesus Christ. Alright, we're still good. I think the goal is under a minute, I'm pretty sure. So, again, not my best, but a redemption, I think, from last time. You just got another fucking harpies. Hell yeah. Even see, even Link is saying hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Actually he's saying hey ya, as in the Outcast song. It is Outcast, right? Am I saying the right band? I think so. I think it's just rupees, but I can get the chest in the basement. Okay, okay. Just making sure. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep, beep. Okay, I thought I could just, like, shortcut my way down here. Right, and you specifically... It's like you can't open this without a lantern, which is kind of crazy. Heia's also a stand in JoJo, that's interesting. I want to find out what this new rupee cap is. Is it 300? Because I need to remind myself what the original rupee cap is. Like, is it just 99 to start? Because that's kind of crazy. I think that 300 might be a little overkill. No, don't reset. Bigger wallets. Oh, right, so the HD version made them 500, 1,000, and 2,000. Versus what were the original ones? I'm trying to recall. Because I don't know, I feel like the wallet size thing is less of an issue if rupees aren't forced back into chests if you can't pick them up. Like, yes, it does waste them, but it's like, if that's constantly happening, there's probably an overabundance of rupees to begin with, and, like, there is. But I don't know, I kind of like the process of getting some of the golden bugs for the first wallet upgrade. And then I guess in regards to like 100%, I'm not opposed to doing all heart pieces again. But I'm definitely not doing all Poe souls. That shit kind of sucked. And the reward is ass, too. Getting half the Poe souls for I think you get a bottle. I'm pretty sure for getting half of them. That I would be willing to do, and that's a little more manageable. It's maybe you could argue a little Korok Seed-esque. Right, obviously not to the same extreme, but it's like, okay, there's 60 of these. If you get 30 of them, if you get 30 of these 60... Oh, I can get this bug, though. Right? Or do I... Is there a bug catching that? I'm trying to remember... Because I'm trying to remember if these, like, try to run... No, you just pick them up. Okay. Right, and there's always two. I think the other one is over here. There's two per, like, loading zone. Yeah, the other one is over here. Okay. That's an easy 2. I'm trying to remember if you need to, like, walk slowly for some of these. I think it's just Gale Boomerang, honestly, for some. Yeah. Now it's the King Bulblin showdown. So I gotta wonder, is King Bulblin... I'm trying to make these connections that they don't explicitly tell you. I'm assuming King Bulblin was told to target the children of Kakariko, or of Ordon, so that way Ganondorf could get his hands on Link. Right? Like, that's gotta be... Like, he's gotta be after Link specifically. This is a... yeah. That's a good little exchange. I'm so excited to see what this project is capable of. Dude, I'm telling you, this is part of the reason why this game is the fucking GOAT. And just wait. This is like one of the most iconic moments in the game. And it's also kind of like a prelim to one of the phases for the final boss, too. God damn. I definitely... You have to kind of try to intercept him a little bit, which I'm doing a bad job of. Fuck. Dude, can y'all, like, stop getting on my ass? Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Cool. I do like the fact that, like, when you get hit the first time, it's like he's able to hang on barely. Bum bum bum. All right. Forgive me if I don't do this first try. It's like this only happens once per playthrough, right? I think you only do this one. Maybe you do it a second time actually, but it's like this is not a very common occurrence. Okay. Okay. It's actually not as bad as I remember it being. I think it's just more you have to like wait long enough to actually juke him, but it's pretty forgiving. It just is funny. It is funny if you fail it though, because it's just like kind of kills the moment a little bit. I mean, just be grateful that the freaking hog didn't run off the bridge with Colin attached to it. Yeah, King Bulblin must be after Link specifically, but he's not like... He's either too stupid or isn't given distinct enough instructions to be like, no, just get the guy... Well, I guess... Link wasn't wearing green at the beginning, though, so, like, depending on what Ganondorf's intel is, maybe he doesn't even know specifically. He's like, bring me the blonde-haired kid from Mordon Village, and it's like, well... I guess these two are kind of brunette-ish, but yeah. I'm pretty sure I said something akin to this in the original streaming series that I did. But this is one of those moments that I appreciate much more as an adult than I think I did as a kid. And I think like this whole like subplot about the children of Ordon getting kidnapped and trying to get them home and stuff like that, like it's one of those things like as a kid you're like, who gives a shit? But I feel like the more times I play this game, the more I'm like, this is actually sweet. Dies. He's not actually dead, just for the record. He'll be fine. I'm gonna sneeze. Let me see if I can catch it. Got it. Oh, another one. Wait, wait, wait. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's heal up. See, no heart drops, no problem. Also, I do have a fairy, I guess, on hand, too. To be fair. Is there anything worth buying? Can I get the shield here, right? Yeah. Yeah, the shopkeeper that fucking died. I want to look up what the original rupee counts were. Like, was 200 the max and you just had to have max rupees for this? Max and rupee? Twilight Princess wallet sizes. In the GameCube and Wii versions, it holds 300. In HD, it holds 500. So it goes from 300 to 600 to 1,000 in vanilla, 300 to 600 to 1,000, whereas in HD it goes from 500 to 1,000 to 2,000, and then there's the Cave of Shadows things which holds up to 9999. It's like, when will you ever need that, even for the magic armor? Like, you just don't... It's kind of cool, I guess, but like, And you have to do it 3 times? Seeing the Wolf Link amiibo. Goes to the Cave of Oh, it's a version of the Cave of Ordeals. You must complete in wolf form. Overcoming 40 floors. This can only be done on the 3rd attempt. The first time, Link cannot go beyond the 6th floor. That sounds kind of tedious and annoying, actually. And for a wallet that's like totally overkill, I don't know. Nice having another combat dungeon, I guess, but like the wolf combat isn't deep enough for it to really be something I'm super compelled by. Yeah, and you can only get bomb bags after Goron Mines. Yeah, just remind myself of the bomb bags. Some of these are easy to miss. And of course we'll do the Star Tent minigame for more arrows and stuff like that, because that's fun. Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, I'm barely at 300 rupees right now, and I think I've gotten every chest so far. You got the shield. Is there ever a reason to not equip this? Like, I know in Skyward Sword there are electric enemies that will conduct it, but I don't think that's a thing in this game. I think you get the Hylian shield and that's just it. Pretty sure. Is there a piece of heart up here? When you light the torches? I'm trying to remember what you get. That's what you get when you light the torches. Just let the torches... something? There's just rupees, okay. You just lit the torches real quick. Yeah, there's more rupees. It's crazy they brought a Spirit Tracks link in to do the soundtrack for the Graveyard. Crazy collab. We can mess around with barns a little bit later, with the lantern and such. And I'm gonna reiterate again too, like, I know some people, I understand having nostalgia or like having a preference for a certain version of the game, but what I don't understand is people who point to like, oh, you have 3 item slots in the other versions and only 2 in the GameCube version. Yes, it's nice to have the extra one. I was just thinking it would be kind of nice to have the extra one. You don't really need it though. Like, it's pretty rare that you actually are going to need more than to cycle through more than 2 items at a time. I feel like this game is kind of designed... It makes sense for this game to be designed with that in mind, because it was designed as a GameCube game first, right, with those limitations. So, but that's just like my opinion, man. Oh, I was like, can I just roll past this guy? I guess not. He, like, fucking targets you. He Walmarts you. Costco's you. Bum 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 up. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Oh, the hawk. I feel like it's beneficial for me to just try to ignore. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. Because those bokoblins don't show up later, so we don't have to really worry about clearing them. You have to worry about falling molten rocks. And also, yeah, this is where the cutscene plays. Or no. Oh, I was thinking it was the Spire one, but no. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure... Fucking balls. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's probably beneficial to just let that play out in the Twilight Realm, so that way it doesn't interrupt. Fucking ass. Okay. I'll wait for him to actually be vulnerable instead of playing like shit. Yeah, I thought there was a guy over here. That's right. Oh, so we can just block his punches, so we're actually chilling. Are we villains? Because we're chilling. I can go heal. It's a little bit of a waste of time. I feel like I should just go. Yeah. And that's having the shield attack for that is nice. I mean, like, you can just swipe them, I guess, but... Fuck. Bad cycle. Or maybe... Never mind. I think it's specifically supposed to... I feel like I made that same mistake in the previous playthrough. Yeah, why are there like 2 in a row? That's crazy. You can enable faster Iron Boots movement, which I might mess around with. And same thing with like faster spinner. When we get that later on. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. I tried. That'd be kind of sick if that actually worked, though. I love the spin attack out of jump attack. It's crazy. It took me 20 years to figure that out. About to get ground into fucking dust. Is this young one such an imposing enemy that you must all gang up on him? Think not, little brothers. Goron. Because of certain circumstances, I must lead the Goron tribe in place of Darbus. Unless... Wait, why are you looking at me like that? Unless... Wink, wink. You had to beat me in a contest of power, and Link's like, oh, damn it. Unless... What kind of contest of power are we talking here? Okay, that's enough of that. Can I... Wait, did I fuck up by not having the Iron Boots equipped, or can I do that in the middle of this fight? I might have fucked up. Yeah, I think I have to have him equipped beforehand, I'm ass. Whoopsie. No, maybe not. Yeah, I definitely do, I'm shit. It's a little silly you can't enable them in the middle of the fight, but I guess it does. He does attack you pretty quickly, to be honest. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they announce. And if they're making a big enough deal out of it... Shit. If they're making a big enough deal out of it, I feel like multiple announcements could be incoming. I literally pressed L to try to block. Nice. Got him. All four of us elders in Darbus, our patriarch, went inside to investigate its anger. We have a treasure that was entrusted to us by the spirits, and we must protect it, do you understand? What is this camera angle?
Hey.
Thanks, fellas. Let me see, what's the deal with the... What's the deal with iron boots? What's the deal with the iron boots? Where is this? Oh, maybe it's under cheats, I think. Infinite, fast roll, fast iron boots. Okay, this is a little bit silly. This is a little silly, but I kinda don't hate it. Once we get on the magnetic stuff, that's like kind of fun though. What's up with fast roll? Oh my god. Holy shit. That's me like letting go of the control stick. That's actually stupid. It's a fun little thing to mess around with, but not. Fast spinner, on the other hand, might actually be kind of sick. Because the spinner sucks outside of sand, so it's like, yeah. Free magic armor, invincible enemies. Oh. Always great spin, super claw shot. Moon jump. I'll mess around with these later. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Dungeon number 2. Magmore Caverns vibes. What the fuck was that camera change? Oh shit. I just fucking died. I thought I had the cycle beat, but I'm actually bad. And the fairy proc. It's a little embarrassing. Then again, have I ever played this game on hero mode? Like, I don't... Played HD, but like, I don't think I played it on hero mode, though. Which would have been my only previous opportunity to do so. Right, we need to break this first. Right, because my thing is like, with the fast iron boots, you can just like totally ignore the design here. Oh, this switch. You fucking asshole. Yeah, more rupees, fair enough. I'll just get the magic armor easily, I guess. I'm still unsure that the bigger wallets are necessary, though. Oh, fuck me. Okay, thank Christ. It's actually doable without a... It's actually doable even if you make a mistake. You get jumped. And see, the thing is, I remembered there being an enemy there, I just didn't react to it fast enough. Or like, I thought I was a little bit further ahead, but... Make sure we get those 2 heart pieces while we're in here. There's the map and/or compass. Can you make that jump? Okay, you can at least jump down here, which is kind of cool. There it is. Kind of sick. Still figuring out my quick spin timing. There's a small key. Yeah. I mean, as soon as the cutscene didn't play, I was like, wait. Alright, stop breaking shit to try to look for hearts when there are no hearts. I'm like trying to kick that habit as much as I can. Oh shit, I almost actually went for that, but I think you do need to wait for a cycle. I always found the way he opens these doors very satisfying. Alright, I don't have healing, so I do need to be careful. A nice quick kill. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, boy. Boop ba ba boop ba 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 bum ba bum bum beam ba bum bum. Okay, I'm not getting the quick spins as much as I would like, but there's probably a little bit of a delay. There it is. I could also try the jump attack spin. My new technique. My new jutsu. And there it is. That's so sick. Okay. This part always stressed me out as a kid. But it's gotta be designed around you being able to miss a timing or two. No, that's actually pretty tight timing. I mean, like, I didn't get a perfect cycle or anything like that, but yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I also kind of respect, similar to the Metroid games where you have to go underwater prior to gravity suit, I kind of respect them making you go underwater before before getting the Zora tunic. All right, let's test out fast iron boots on here. All right, I feel like this is a little bit silly. I feel like this is a little silly. It's obviously under the cheat section, so it's not really intended to be taken seriously, but I don't know, man. This is like the one dungeon where you have to wear iron boots for any semblance of time. I've never really minded it very much. Does he talk to you automatically, or can I just open this? Obviously, I need to... Oh, right, this is the map. Or the compass. Yeah. And then you get the part of the big key, so you do need to talk to them, obviously, but... Yeah. You got a key shard. See, this is one of those opportunities where it's like, okay, what if you made that central room split 3 ways and you can, like, tackle them in any order, right? Like, I'm not saying for this game, but I mean, like, in terms of this obsession with non-linear dungeon design currently. It's like, you could just do this in such a more compelling manner than it is being done. And also, like, obviously, linear is not, like, a dirty word. So it's just like, I don't... But if they're going to stick with the current Zelda formula, it's like, well, they just got to merge the old with the new better. And, you know, some people would say ditch the open world thing, and I'm like, I'm not opposed to that, but, like, I just don't see them doing that. So I think demanding that is, you know, kind of a waste of time in some sense. Okay, wait, can I hit them with the slingshot after? No. Okay. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. I love this angle. It's just like... It's pretty funny. Here you go. I remember where one of the heart pieces is, but the other one escapes me. What does this do? Ah. Of course. I think it's this way. Thank God they don't have projectiles. Yeah, it's right over here. Come on, I'm walking upside down. Just pretty sick. Like, this is one of those things too where it's like it's not... It's like this is the first fire dungeon, right? Or this is the fire dungeon, I guess, for this game. There's not like a second one like in Ocarina of Time where you have Dodongo's Cavern and the Fire Temple. Yeah, like this is the Fire Temple, the only one, and it also has kind of this magnetism, sort of industrial factory, maybe not factory, but you know, like this kind of industrial sort of twist to it, which I appreciate. Kind of like how the Forest Temple is like, oh, you got the monkeys and the wind thing, you know? And I feel like it's more than just like merging 2 archetypes together, because like there have been wind temples prior to this, right? So like, okay, fair enough, but like the monkey collaboration thing I think is cool. I don't think there's ever been a magnet temple. Or like really anything super electricity themed prior to Twilight Princess that I'm recalling, at least. Maybe in the 2D games there's something that I'm not remembering, but... Okay, and we want to make sure we go all the way. Why is not stabbing? Let's make extra sure that we're up here, so we don't have to backtrack through that fucking room again. Bum 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 bum. In terms of other games I've been playing. Obviously, still chipping away at Valkyria Chronicles 4. Very fun. Really enjoying it. I actually kind of think I like the characters and the story a little, like, more. This early on, at least. Like, I thought the first game's story was nice, but it was maybe a little simple. You know, which can be fine, but... Alright, thank God for iframes. And I finally figured out the quick spin timing, too. But in addition to Valkyria Chronicles 4, I also grabbed Super Meat Boy 3D, finally. Okay, it's just these two spots. Okay, yeah, I must have to go back then. Right? No, there's got to be a way to leap across this way. Yeah, like, it definitely... Oh, no, wait, there's a second... Okay, right. It swings... Okay, that's my mistake. That was his mistake. Yeah, it swings this way first, and then it comes back, and then it goes the other way. I'm very dumb. Yeah, there's definitely, there... In some ways, it leans into the anime tropes a little bit more. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button, but thankfully the shield saved me. There's like one particular interaction that feels very anime tropey in like kind of a way that I could see rubbing some people the wrong way, but it's also like, well, Japan gonna be Japan, first of all, and second of all, not making an excuse for that necessarily, but it's like, you know, it just, there's a reason why it's a trope, right? It happens a lot, and stuff like that. I'll not necessarily say more. It's a brief thing, but it's just like, at the same time, a character being likable or a character being likable does not necessarily make them a good character, and a character being unlikable does not necessarily make them a bad character. And I think that's the kind of shit that like people sometimes fail to remember, I guess. Right, and that there's like room for character development in certain ways. And I'm mostly referring to Raz specifically, but like, it's like surrounding the scene that is like, could be deemed like controversial with him, I guess. Like, surrounding that scene, there's actually some like compelling character moments, which, you know, maybe you could say that the anime tropey shit like kind of undercuts that, or like, you know, wasn't necessarily needed, but I don't know, there's stuff to talk about. I will kind of try to save my more detailed thoughts for a potential video. But a lot of people talk about VC4 like it has a significantly worse story than the first game, and I'm like, it remains to be seen, but like, I wasn't really that impressed with the first game's story. To me, it kind of felt like pretty basic, you know, baby's first war allegory. You know, baby's first World War II allegory kind of thing, and it's like, it's effective in some ways, but in other ways it feels rushed and like kind of underdeveloped. And already only like 3 or 4 chapters in, I already feel more attached, I think, to what's going on in the character dynamics and stuff like that. A red rupee, wow. I was a little worried about the timer there. Oh shit. So I don't have the bow. Fuck off. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying the gameplay a lot more. I feel like I'm using... Granted, I know what I'm doing more, having already played a Valkyrie Chronicles game, but I do feel like the classes are better balanced so far, which is nice. And I feel like incentivized to kind of use a mix of everyone. I don't feel like I'm getting like soft-locked on a particular map because I didn't bring a particular archetype or whatever. I'm just kind of trying to bring a good mix of folks each map. And then if I have to restart one or because I've been going for A ranks too, so like I've replayed some maps as I've been going. Oh yeah, the other piece of heart is in here, is it not? Okay, there's a small key. I need a small key. But there are chests in here, though. Yeah, I think the gameplay is stronger, and I think that's like a lot of what people say is like gameplay is stronger, but the story's weaker. But we'll just have to see. Because I ended up really enjoying the first game. It just took some adjusting and like kind of embracing the brokenness of scouts. In fact, now I'm remembering what game it kind of reminds me of in that regard. Shit. And that would be like Genealogy: The Holy War is kind of is sort of a comparative point. Because in that game, I feel like that game is, at least as a first-time player, more fun when you embrace how broken like Sigurd and company are. And just like don't try to like just rely on the strong units in Genealogy, right? At least your first time through. And then experiment more, you know, on the replay or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of similar. And it's not my favorite strategy RPG kind of design. I would prefer to have like a wider range of options that actually feel not even necessarily like viable in terms of like who is the absolute strongest, but like, you know, I want to feel like I'm making a decision, I guess. Oh my god. As opposed to feeling like the game has kind of made the decision for me and I just need to like align with that, I guess. For maximum enjoyment on a first run, I guess I should say. Okay. It would be interesting if you could roll and then like stick to your shield or something like that in order to not fall off. But I don't know exactly how that would work. I think you can drop here, right? Yeah. Good. But I love the mix of like real-time and turn-based stuff that Valkyrie Chronicles does. See, that's why, like, some people would argue that Binding Blade is the opposite of that, because, like, Binding Blade does have some really strong characters, but the cast is so wide, and there are a lot of characters that are particularly strong that you can kind of pick from and pick up throughout the game. To where I kind of like how different each run of Binding Blade feels. Although most of my runs end, because I try to Iron Man it these days, most of my runs end like on Chapter 7, because that shit's insane. Kind of like Valkyrie Chronicles Chapter 7, I think, was the super tank one that kind of is gimmicky and sort of like doesn't really convey what you're supposed to do very well. I haven't run into anything like that in 4 so far. But it is also satisfying going back to older maps, knowing what to expect, and like bringing your leveled up guys and all that. Oh shit. Okay. I wasn't sure if I needed to put my sword away or not in order to... It's not the direction I threw him, but sure. Oh, fuck me. I'm ass. Sorry. It's like the grab prompt came up. And I was like, oh, if you stand close to him, you can do the grab prompt, but like I wasn't sure if it was going to buffer or not. I think you can probably just hold the button, but I was like kind of unsure about that. Or are you sure about that? I'm not. John Cena, I'm not. Poke him in the belly. Oh, you can just grab him. Okay. I need to like angle myself better though. I don't know if I've ever taken damage in this fight, to be honest. Maybe when very first time I played it. Oh yeah. Yeah, especially like with... You just give Alicia like a bunch of order buffs, and then she can just like blitz through through that shit. I mean, that's how I grinded EXP and stuff like that to max everyone out in the end game. All my classes, that is. I think for me, I was struggling a little bit on like certain maps, and then I was seeing people talking about how broken scouts were, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll just invest in scouts, and like the game actually became more fun from that. Yeah, I always thought it was sick that you got the bow so early. But I guess what was my frame of reference? A Link to the Past? Yeah... I want to go this way. Alright, but how do you... Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you activate these? Okay. I just want to make sure I'm, like, out of range. If I stand in the center, am I good? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Ah, fuck. I tried. Wait, is that it? Wait, that's it, isn't it? I always thought this dungeon was kind of underwhelming. And the gimmick is interesting, but... There's a few more rooms, but like... And we're still in the early game and all that. It's like the equivalent of, what's it called? Yeah, no, that's the big thing, is the movement is crazy. I guess the other thing to note about the characters, too, is like I actually kind of like some of the superfluous characters, because you have like the side stories with some of them. Did these guys respawn? Okay, good. No, I just want to look I think there's, yeah, there's a chest in here. This is the compass. Yeah. That is, the lava with the heat effect was kind of fucking with the texture there a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's not quite over yet, so I don't want to speak too soon, but oh, right, and there's one of those guys on the ceiling, too, but you can shoot him with arrows and shit, too. I don't want to overdo it on the arrows, though, until I get some more drops, ideally. That was kind of sick. Got him on the tail end. Okay, nice. Got arrow drops. I think these guys respawn if you fall in the lava. But they do also instantly die and drop arrows, so... Nice, just 3 arrows to the tail. It's not even fully drawn. Rupee. Can you use the bow on the ceiling? I think you can. No. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, that's kind of sick. Yeah. What? There's a doornail. He's dead as a doornail. Does that mean doornails were once alive? Remember, licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets. Shooba dabba dooba dooba. Shooba dabba dooba doobie. And also, I guess another thing to add to the you never really need more than 2 items at once argument. It's also like the quick equip wheel is like so fast. Like it's especially helpful with the GameCube controller because of the indents at the different angles. Oh, no, wait. It's right here. Right? I mean, there's more than one way to get through here, I suppose. Oh, right, but the distinction... What the fuck? I feel like maybe I usually take the other route. Oh, did I not hit it? Shit. Okay. Kind of nasty. I will get another fairy before the boss, which will be nice insurance. Hopefully I won't need it. Oh, that's funny. Shit. Oh shit, they're shooting me from all angles. Fuck. I'm actually shit, okay. It's funny how quickly they sheath their bows. Okay. Kinda clean. I did not get blown up by the explosive barrels, which is nice. Got a bad cycle here. If I'd been a little bit quicker on the draw, I would have been fine. Little hidden door. Gorons and their hidden doors, dude. Name a more iconic duo. Oh, fuck. Tutorial here. Kind of clean. I like shot through him. Like shot through that one bokoblin. To hit the barrel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the other heart piece is in this room. I forget if it's the one on the chest underwater or if it's the one that's... I think it's this one that's underwater, right? Because I remember going out of my way for that other one over there. I think it's just rupees. Also, that'll heal me, too. Nope, this is the rupee one. Don't tell me it's this chest. I don't think so. Boom, 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 boom. But Super Meat Boy 3D is pretty fun. I still don't feel like it necessarily controls as tightly as the original game does. It's not really a remake, though. It's just like... it's a sequel. But, yeah, I should have figured... so yeah, we need to land on the bridge and then... confirm that, or no, did I get the second... no, because I only got one of the pieces of heart, didn't I? Hold up. Yeah, because remember I had a full heart tank. Oh, but it's up. Oh, well, there's a fairy. There's another one right before the boss, though. Yeah, it's up there. Is it like just a very specific drop point? Like, does this pass over? Now, there's something to this one that I am misremembering. Also, yeah, the iron boots are too far to connect. I remember struggling with this one the last time, too. Do you need hookshot? You probably need hookshot to get up there, no? That's gotta be what that is. In which case, the other piece of heart has to be back here, because I don't remember having to backtrack for this, but maybe? Let me just Google it real quick, just to not go out of my way too long. Come on now. EP pieces of art. Okay, no, it is this room. Yeah, it is this room that I have to backtrack to. So they put a chest that you can only access with the hook shot that only contains rupees. That's crazy. Yeah, it's up here. Wait, that's it? I could have just, like, got this my first time through. Right? No, 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 it's all good. I googled it just in case, just to see, to remind myself, but I think this is it. Which is kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of hidden, I guess. I feel like having it be that underwater one might have been a little bit more clever, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. We got it. And also, the damage output has not seemed really that unmanageable at times too, so far. Dark Nuts are going to be a different story. Like, you know, anything that deals like 2 hearts worth of damage is going to be a problem. Like, anything that normally deals 2 hearts worth of damage and we take 4 is like, yeah. So far it hasn't been too bad, though. The most scary thing is like the Shadow Beasts in the very beginning. When they 2-shot you. But then again, at 3 times you get 1 shot, so like, you know, stuff like that to consider. Can I at least, yeah, I can at least get the archers, which is nice. Or well, the ones who can only attack with archery. Yeah, and you can spin attack out of that is crazy, dude. The combat in this game has tech. Combat in this game actually has tech, I'm ass. Oh shit. Yo, this is sick. I think I'm appreciating the combat in this game more this time around, which is very cool. Get the fairy for, I almost got the Harry. The fairy for insurance. The insurance fairy. Oh, maybe it is just outside. Okay, this boss is usually pretty easy. I know famous last words, but like, I don't recall really ever struggling with this boss, even as a kid when I was struggling with this game in other ways. Very Lord of the Rings inspired. That doesn't look quite right to me, but maybe that's always how it looked. Shit. Okay, somehow I miraculously didn't get hit by that. Fuck me, I'm ass. Fucking goddamn it, I'm so shit. Get up! God damn it, I'm ass. I'm actually shit. Because I don't think you shoot his eye first, do you? Maybe you do. Yeah, you do. I'm stupid. Okay, I've got it now. I thought you were supposed to pull the thing first, but I'm, Alright, I'm trying to remember what else he goes for. The textures seem broken on this guy. I don't think this is normally what he's supposed to look like, but maybe, again, maybe. Okay. Yeah, this fight's kind of a joke, though. Kind of sick. Okay. My aim is dog shit, but it's all good. Because we got him. Look for the ending blow prompt. Nice. Yeah, I think there's missing textures. I probably could go back to Enrico's texture pack, which I probably will for next time. Because it seems like that wasn't what was impacting the performance issues. Stabs his hat. Stabs his hat casually. Explodes. Love that sound. Zant. Before this, I just want to double check that I'm on... Yeah, I am on 2 times damage. Okay. I guess the damage output in this game is, like, pretty underwhelming in vanilla. Which, like, you know, this game's never been, like, that hard, except aside from maybe Cave of Ordeals. Because I know I struggled with that a little bit last time, but now that I have some of this new combat tech, I'm feeling more confident. That's the name of the King of Darkness, who casts this pall of shadows over your world. I'm assuming that's pronounced Paul. I don't know if I've seen that word. He's, well, obviously I've played the game before, but yeah, not very often. I haven't seen that word very often. He's very strong. You would be nothing to him in your current state. Well, jeez. But Zant will never be my king. I have nothing but scorn for his supposed strength. Now that your Zelda, not that your Zelda is much better. Ooh. It still appalls me that this world of light is controlled by that princess. A carefree youth, a life of luxury. How does that teach duty? But I guess I shouldn't begrudge her the circumstances of her life. She didn't choose it after all, and I would never wish harm on her. No, as long as I can get my hands on the few shadows, I'll be just fine. It would have been nice to get more insight into this Zelda, but she's kind of like... It's not a war in the traditional sense, but like, you know, it's a time of crisis, I guess. So I don't think this is the time to explore Zelda's youth, I guess, or whatever. Darbus. That's it. Grab the chains? No. It'd be fun if you could drag him around a little bit, but... Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I can't wait for Midna's Lament to not get interrupted, which will be nice. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, it's only been 2 hours? Well, shit. I mean, I think there is a little bit more prep for this next dungeon. Heroic Link. I almost thought this says Heroic, and I was like, what is this? North of here, across the plain, and past the great stone bridge, in the lands guarded by the spirit Lanayru, you shall find the one who you seek. Yeah, and I think, like, from a narrative perspective, I think Midna does kind of pick up the slack, for sure. I agree. But I kind of like how the whole, like, Destiny Triforce stuff is kind of more in the background. It's like you're more concerned on the here and now of, like, that's great that I have the Triforce of Courage and blah, 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 but, like, I need to save the kids from my village, or, like, I need to, like, you know, free the land of Twilight, and then it's kind of like through that process, then you gain the grander purpose after you get the few shadows. And you're kind of helping Midna in exchange for her help, which you do need. But also kind of as a thank you for her saving you in the first place and stuff like that. And then you save her, and then there's so much good shit, dude. Whenever I thought I couldn't go on, I would think of you and Ilya and hold on, Link. Like, Link kind of is a child of prophecy in this case, but it's like, it's not really about that, yeah. Yeah, it's this Link's journey, not the... Yeah, right. Cycle of reincarnation and all of that stuff be damned. It's like, yes, he may have the Triforce of Courage, but it's like, it's not... That's not, like, the reason why he, does the things that he does, sort of thing. Oh, right, I need a... Oh, I need a bomb arrow. Can I gain access to those as soon as I get bombs? I think so. And the Hawkeye and everything, too? Oh, I need to buy that, too. Yeah, yeah. Boopy boopy boo. Thankfully, the town being sort of repopulated kind of encourages you to go in the shops or, like, go in the buildings again. Now, Lakebed is definitely where I always remember the dungeon crafting kind of element, the dungeon design being much more complex. And in fact, I remember talking about this in the previous playthrough, but, like, I'm so self-conscious of that now. What's it called? That was kind of like the bottleneck for my initial playthrough of this game when I was a kid. Like, I could not figure out Lakebed. But I think it's such a fucking cool dungeon, though. Yeah, get a few more pieces of heart, because I think with the Hawkeye you can do, like, the shooting minigame thing. Or no, I can't get the Hawkeye yet. Okay. When does that spawn in? I don't even... What the fuck was that angle? Give me that shit. Yeah, Lakebed's tricky, like, especially because, like, if you flip the staircase too many times, it's like you can end up kind of doubling back to areas you've already been. There is obviously, like, a pattern to it, or, like, you know, some kind of... There is obviously a sequence to it, but it's not... It's tricky. It's tricky. But I like that about it. Well, my curse is on your first play. No, that's fair enough. Another piece of heart. Piece of heart. More like a piece of fart. Got him. Prefer more to OOT's Water Temple. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think OOT 3D actually showing you like what water level you would set it to helped a bit. What I do like about, or what I guess I respect about Ocarina's Water Temple is that there is an excess of small keys. Like, you don't actually need all of them, but if you use a small key on like not the critical path, or like one that not the critical path, then you can end up having to get all of them, which can be tedious. I think the last time I played Ocarina, I was like one small key short, or I used one small key in like the wrong place, which prevented me from getting to the second half of the dungeon. Because once you're out of that central chamber, everything you need is in that like other half with the hookshot stuff. I believe so, yeah. I don't know how much of an excess, but I do know that there are more small keys in the Water Temple than you need to complete it. It's just that the sequence of keys you need to use that are truly necessary might not be super obvious. Yeah, I guess I can't get the Hawkeye right now. I'll have to come back. I'm wondering if this is just a matter of me like leaving and coming back immediately, or if I actually have to do like the Twilight in Lanayru first. It's similar to how you can actually do the first 3 adult dungeons in Ocarina in any order. Like, you don't actually need to do Forest Temple, then Fire Temple, then Water Temple. And in order to do Spirit Temple, you only need the long shot, so you could technically go do Water Temple and then go to Spirit Temple immediately after. But Shadow Temple does require Forest, Fire, and Water to all be complete. So like there is like a non-linear sequence in a couple different ways you can do it. Not even a couple, like several different ways that you can complete those adult dungeons. Just for testing purposes, I want to go back and just see if the Hawkeye is available for purchase now that I left. Probably not. It's worth a shot. So I should probably unequip the bomb arrows before I forget. Bling, bling, bling. Yeah, no, okay. I just wanted to check. I don't know what the flag is for that being in stock. I also want to see... Yeah, because that bridge is blown out. Castletown is locked off. This little shortcut here, I think we could probably blow through with bombs, maybe? But yeah, we need to go to this side. I'm pretty sure the hidden village is in one of these, like, side. There might be a piece of heart or two that I'm forgetting, too, but... Because there's the one on the way up to Death Mountain, but you might need hookshot for that, maybe? So I feel like I'm better off waiting. Right, it's up this path. I just want to see... Like, these rocks are, like, you know, bombable and stuff like that. But I don't remember if there's really anything of super high value or anything. Okay, so we can actually break through this route, which is kind of nice. Yeah, this is all blocked out by Twilight. Yep. Damn you, Kristen Stewart. Stupid joke. Wait, I can get the golden bugs here. That is something. Or no, one of them's on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Deal with this later. I'll deal with you later. Hashirama? Or Madara? Whatever. I love that line. But fucking... Spoilers for Naruto Shippuden, I guess, but like when fucking Madara shows up, or sees Hashirama, he's like, Hashirama! He's all excited, and Hashirama's just like, I'll deal with you later. It's funny as fuck. Yeah, I got the golden bugs here. I'll worry about a piece of heart cleanup later on. I'm not like overly committed to doing that necessarily. And like post souls we can't even do until... Well, there might be some post souls that I can do prior to being able to freely transform. I think there is a golden bug. On one of these trees somewhere. No, there's one down here. That's where it is. Oh, they can just run off the cliffs. Oh shit. You can actually do that before the prompt, which is kind of cool. Oh shit. Get the thing. Get the thing. Get the thing. God damn it. You got a male beetle. Frick. Get the male. I just need the female one. I think that the other one is on a tree, like up on one of these ridges or some shit. But I think that's considered out of bounds, so I think if it is on one, it's one of these. I'm trying to do this from memory instead of like looking it up, but try to actually hit that. Or no, maybe it's not up on a tree. Oh no, yeah, there it is. Just like I remember. Remembered, rather. You bitch. You caught me monologuing. It's my favorite part of The Incredibles when he calls him Hulk calls him a bitch and says he caught you. Where the fuck is it? Get over here. Gotcha. You motherfucker. You caught me monologuing. Hook shot, I think, for this piece of heart. Yeah. You fucking asshole. Up, 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 up. Oh. Right, you have to take the center route. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, and you need to bomb these. That's what it is. Oh, no. Wait. Am I stupid? Because that bridge is blown out. No! Wait. Is it? No, maybe it's not? Okay, well, there was a very, very vague spoiler. Don't worry about it. No, okay, I'm stupid. At least I got the golden bugs and some extra stuff. You cross the bridge and then it gets teleported away. That's what it is. It's like a point of no return kind of situation. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I at least got the golden bugs, though. Yeah, I don't really feel like the bigger wallets hurt the balance of the game or anything, but I still don't think it's necessary, though. So maybe I'll turn it off. But I think for now it's probably fine. Also, I can get... No, maybe I can get both of them. Hold on. First of all, there's a piece of heart up here. There's a golden bug as well. I need to dismount. 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 Motherfucker! Okay. Get the fucking... Oh, I missed the prompt. It's fucking birds. Jesus Christ. I get the fucking thing. Fucking bitch-ass birds, dude. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Okay. Rewind to the point where I said I kind of like getting some of the golden bugs. I should have just killed the birds to begin with. I was nervous about the bug despawning, but I don't think that's really a thing. Also, I do gotta respect Tears of the Kingdom for bringing bomb arrows back. That was a pretty fun thing to mess around with. Shooby dooby 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 doo. I've been tempted to rewatch Naruto, honestly, but there is a fan-made Kai edit that cuts down on a lot of the repetitive flashbacks and shit that I've had access to for years at this point, but I have not sat down to watch it in that method. Shit. You just got another piece of heart. You just got another fucking dinner. Okay. Yeah, the golden bug is on one side of this bridge. I think it's on the north side. It's like on one of the pillars or something like that. If I'm recalling correctly. Maybe I'm thinking of the other bridge, though. So, like, I can scour the outskirts here for... And honestly, it's easier to see at night, which is kind of nice. No, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. Give me the prompt. You just got a bug. So I'm gonna... Well, I'll keep the bomb arrows equipped just because there might be more boulders. Oh, the boulder. That's a little side dungeon. That's one of very few. That's the exit, I think. Is there a bug on this side too, though? Yes, there's one up there. But I don't think it's... I think I remember running into this issue the last time, too. I don't think you can get it until you can actually go up there, though, maybe. Yeah, because I don't know if you can get, like, the right angle. Oh, maybe. Maybe, actually. Phasmid. I got the... Oh, these are the two Phasmids. This is the Grasshopper. North of Kakariko Village. Oh, that means that I'm missing a Grasshopper that would be... I think it might be on the outskirts. Can I go back? Or is the... Okay, I didn't quite proc the bridge removal cutscene. I think it's around this edge over here to my right that I didn't explore. Yeah, I'd like to get back to watching more anime, though. I, like, have not been. But part of that is kind of wanting to rewatch some of my favorites, as opposed to, like, instantly delving into new stuff. And not even new, like, there it is. Like, a lot of what I was watching anime-wise and what I will continue to watch is, like, not current anime. It's, like, it's kind of the all-time classics that feel like they would resonate with me in some form or another. Oh, I thought I hit the prompt. Hiya. Shooby dooby 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 doo. Yeah, a mod for the orchestral soundtrack would be kind of sick. I don't really mind the MIDI too much in this game, though. Really. And I'm trying to remember if Twilight Princess HD, if it was fully orchestrated or if it was just like certain themes were. There's the Dominion Rod statue. Nice. Yeah, okay, it's blowing up those rocks that caused the bridge to get yeeted into the Smash dimension. See you in Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I think so, maybe? People talk about it like there was, but I'm not sure if that was like in the CD that was included with it or something like that in other regions. I don't think that was a thing in North America. I think it was just the amiibo, which I still have over there on my windowsill. I don't even know if you can damage these guys with like other weapons or not. Oh shit. Definitely pressed A instead of B, like a fucking goober. Why the hell are they all the way over here? That's bullshit, you were dead, dickwad. Yeah, they're a lot more passive than I remember. I don't know. I don't remember because I haven't played Twilight Princess HD since it fucking came out. 10 years ago, which is crazy. Also, yeah, I already got that bug. So I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. So there is like a... Oh, is there not something this way? Okay, maybe this is just all set up, I think, for the the, what's it called, the carriage sequence later on, maybe, or some shit. Okay, right. That's Hidden Village, so that's for late hair. For late hair. Like how opponent just like will not. Also, I don't know what that like kind of sound is when I'm dismounting or mounting the horse, but it's the last of the Twilight you'll see, I guess. I kind of do miss these sections later on, but I don't know, maybe it's better off without them. Like doing Tears of Light in like in the desert and stuff, like I don't know if that would necessarily, I don't really know if that's necessary, to be honest. I think these sections, they serve their purpose for the early game. And I figure, maybe with some exceptions, we'll probably do, like, you know, one section, one dungeon per stream, even if it ends up being, you know, more streams, right? Because there's 9 dungeons, I think. Yeah, I think there's 9 total. Although the last 2 you could probably bundle together, to be honest. It's like I'm not opposed to playing more, but I kind of feel like this is a good stopping point. And I don't want to get locked into to doing both Goron Mines and Lake Bed in the same stream like I did those years ago. So I think this is a good stopping point. Good, like really solid progress actually. We got 8 bugs. I don't know how many exactly I need for the bigger wallet, but it's certainly close. My thought is it's probably 10, but I don't like know off the top of my head exactly. But yeah, next time we will do Lanayru Province, including Lake Bed Temple, which is just a very, very cool design for a dungeon. And we'll kind of carry on from there. We'll probably do a little bit, maybe a little bit more than that, because there is some urgent stuff that you have to take care of, but yeah, five and a half hours on the dot. I feel like I'm making better time than I was in my original play, like in my original stream, rather. But yeah, pick this back up on Friday.